This episode is all about food, where it comes from, who grows it, and how the choices we make about our food every day can be a reflection of our values. So first, we'll start at my mom's house. I'm so lucky to live close to her, so we get to see each other quite often. My mom's like a rockin' environmentalist. I would not be passionate about the environment if it weren't for my mom. When we were kids, she would tell us to compost, but she would say, let's go feed the earth. And she would dig a hole and we would put our food scraps in it and cover it up because the food waste will naturally decompose in the ground.
Everything goes in here. It's aerobic. So it just gets in there. I don't really turn it. I don't do anything. And it just decomposes naturally.
She has an urban farm in her backyard. And so I've always been surrounded by the growing of food, the preparing of food, and then the enjoying of food.
My little backyard is like being in nature. Here, there's an opportunity to learn from nature and intentionally cause those kind of ecosystems. Okay, these are the mangoes. Here's a bunch of mangoes coming in right now. This is called a cherry. He's a dwarf variety, and it has a little bit of a banana taste at the end. They're delicious.
My mom taught me the secret of eating seasonally. Eating seasonally is the easiest way to sync up with nature's cycle. If you follow the rhythms of nature and you eat with what's in season, it actually like enriches your health overall. So my mom always said, if you want to know what's seasonal, you go to the farmer's market because they're only growing what's local and therefore what's in season. So I'm taking y'all to one of my favorite places, Alma Backyard Farms in Compton. Look at these peaches. Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Wow.
This is
very cool.
Did you see the devil's?
I saw it. I have it.
It's cool.
I have it. Yeah. These are fava beans.
What the heck? Look at these colors.
They're beautiful. I know.
Not the right color.
What?
I'm gonna get one of these.
I'm Erica Cuellar, and I am the co-founder of Alma Backyard Farms. We are in Compton, California at our flagship location. We are a nonprofit organization that utilizes urban agriculture as the vehicle to really help reconnect folks, help folks re-enter from incarceration, help children connect with the land, help people connect with each other, and just create a more wholesome, holistic community in our neighborhoods.
If you're not directly gardening or farming yourself, going to a farmer's market is probably the second closest way you can feel connected to food. I also feel like too, what you see at farmer's markets that you don't see in grocery stores is like the imperfection of produce. But when you go to a farmer's market, they might be like odd-shaped or a little bruised or a little scratched up, but we're still honoring the value of the food, even if it's blemished, because it's just how it grows on the tree.
Oh my gosh.
That's cute.
Look at that. They're hugging.
Embracing imperfect produce is something we can all do that not only reconnects us to the true essence of food as something nourishing and wholesome that deserves our respect, but also helps to combat food waste.
That's really cool.
Wow. This is for Amanda. There's something about urban gardens or farmers markets because it feels wholesome. Feels like the right thing to do, especially where we are.
I got some of this, the Mexican sage. I just got some of that. I feel like an ordinary dinner at my mom's house is like 4 hours minimum. So like, well, and that's just eating it. So there's like the preparation of it, which is like a celebration in and of itself. Like we're playing music, I have 2 sisters. So there's a lot of like love and energy in the house when we're cooking. And so I think that behavior too, you're sitting and enjoying this food for hours. And so because of that, the dinner table has always been a place of celebration and joy at my mom's house. How hot does it have to be?
450, 500.
Holy shit, girl. Growing up, being surrounded by a love for food, growing it, preparing it, eating it. I think with anything, it starts with getting curious, like who grew this, where did it come from? The more I learned, the more I understood the environmental impacts and injustices within our food system. Our governments subsidize food that harm both our health and the planet, supporting intensive agriculture that drives deforestation, pollutes waterways with fertilizers, and damages the land.
The shell on these ones? You de-shell them. De-shell them.
They're more like beans.
We have an opportunity for our food choices to reflect our values. And this gets tough because food access has become something that's like so weaponized against marginalized people.
Wow.
As easy as it would to say, like, choose organic and choose local and eat seasonally, like it's not accessible to everyone. And so unfortunately, unhealthy food is like extremely subsidized by the US government. And so that's what's the most affordable and therefore accessible. And so I think as with any type of change that we're seeing, it starts at the grassroots level as we're also advocating for things to change on a federal level. So my invitation is always like, do your best with what you can where you are. And there are amazing organizations like food justice organizations who are working to create local, healthy, organic food more accessible and affordable to communities. Another thing I think a lot of people don't know is that farmers markets rolling across the country are now accepting EBT to just make access to local, seasonal, organic produce more accessible. There's a lot of pressure to eat organically and eat locally and eat seasonally, but like do your best. So yes, go find out your local farmer's market, talk to the farmer, learn what's in season. And then secondly, find the food justice organizations in your community. These could be community farms. These could be grocery stores who are creating access for organic foods in the community. These could be community gardens who are maybe doing crop swaps or giving away what they're growing to the community. So you can either donate your time and go volunteer. You can support their causes by perhaps shopping their produce.
It starts with awareness, knowing where your food comes from and supporting local growers whenever possible. In a world where food insecurity is a reality, being an environmentalist means advocating for food systems that are fair and accessible to all. Every small change makes a difference. Even just challenging yourself to reframe how you view food is an amazing first step. Up next, we're going to talk about how important mental health is in the face of the climate crisis. I'll see you there.